Hello internet, how's it going? And welcome to Top 5 Scary Videos. My name's Jack Finch and today I'll be your host as we take a look at 5 scary stalkers caught on camera. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smack that thumbs up and leave us a comment in the box down below. Now, the home is a sacred place. It's where we feel at our safest, shut away from the everyday stress of the modern world. But with a boom in technology, more and more people are protecting their homes with security cameras, motion sensors and sophisticated alarms to keep their homes safe. Why? Because as we'll find out, you never really know what type of person is going to come knocking on your door. Kicking off at number 5, we have the Creeper Ghost. In July 2016, a couple from Bucktown, Chicago, got a little bit creeped out when they were reviewing their home security footage. The couple, Jack and Jordan, first noticed something was amiss when Jordan's purse went missing. They even argued a little bit about it, with Jack claiming that she'd left it at a restaurant the night before. The pair then decided they'd retrace their steps and review their home security footage. What they saw, well, it's pretty interesting to say the least. At 3:30 AM on a Monday, the couple's security camera picked up footage of a man in a white hoodie watching them in their own home as they slept on the couch. It turned out that the intruder had crept in through an unlocked door and hovered above the couple for nearly 5 minutes. In fact, he was so quiet that he didn't even disturb the couple's 2 dogs who were also sleeping on the couch. Later, it turned out that the Creeper Ghost was responsible for a string of robberies in Bucktown. But mysteriously enough, he's never been caught. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Lock your doors, people. Next up at number 4, we have the creepy neighbor. In 2017, Jerome Kennedy from Pittsburgh started to hear strange noises when he was asleep at night. He noticed that they were coming from the ceiling above his bedroom, and gradually Jerome started to fear that someone was up there. So much so that after too much creepy ceiling noise, Jerome called the police, convinced that someone was in the attic above his bedroom. You see, Jerome shared an adjoining wall with his neighbor, a Robert Havrilla, and Jerome had started to pick up some creepy vibes from him. That same night, the police spoke to Robert, but he denied any involvement with the noises. That's when Jerome decided to install a security camera in the attic space above his bedroom. And 2 days later, when Jerome called the police again, this time he had some footage. What the camera caught was his neighbor crawling through the attic space above his bedroom, carrying a drill and a torch at night. What was he doing with those tools? Well, thankfully, we'll never know. Robert Havrilla was charged with stalking, burglary, and criminal trespassing. Alright, next up at number 3, we have the Jesus Stalker. This case is equal parts tragic and equal parts plain bizarre. In April 2017, an accused stalker was caught on camera, had been terrorizing a girl and her family for months. In Union County, North Carolina, a family installed security cameras in their home after their daughter had been repeatedly stalked by a boy that she went to high school with. Logan Orsini, who was 21 at the time, was caught on camera pacing up and down on the front porch of the family's home. Doesn't really sound that scary, but when you consider he was walking in the exact same spot for 3 hours, between the hours of 1:30 AM and 4:30 AM, then things start to get a little bit worse. At one point, the stalker speaks to the camera and says the best moments aren't captured on camera or pictures. He also claimed that he was the second coming of Jesus Christ, and on Christmas Eve, the family woke up to a Bible on display with a jar of water, wine, and Birkenstock sandals. I guess he wanted them to wash his feet. The stalker was arrested 3 times for stalking the same girl and was thankfully tried for several felonies. Coming in at number 2, we have the mysterious case of John Lang. In 2016, a story of a man named John Lang from Fresno, California hit the press after he claimed he'd unearthed a corrupt police department ring in his local town. He said that he discovered a case where local law enforcement had been running a license plate scanning scam in lower income neighborhoods. He posted his supposed findings online, and that's when things started to get a little bit crazy. After some strange home encounters, John Lang decided to rig his house with security cameras over fears that the police department was stalking him. He even claimed that the crooked cops had conditioned his dogs to their scent to avoid being attacked. Okay, no one 100% knows the truth behind this case, apart from John Lang, who later tragically turned up dead, with the police claiming it was suicide. Days before that though, Lang was posting regularly on social media pleading for help. He feared for his life. Some of the footage he caught, well, it makes for some pretty terrifying viewing, one of which involves footage of the police pointing a thermal imaging camera at Lang's home just to check if he was in. What? And finally, at our number 1 spot, we have the tragic story of Lauren Giddings. In 2011, law graduate Lauren Giddings attended the Mercer University Law School and was shortly about to move out of a student apartment. Tragically, on June 26, 2011 at 4:30 a.m, Stephen McDaniel, an attendee at the same law school, slipped into Lauren's apartment while she slept and murdered her. Astonishingly, McDaniel was interviewed by local news reporters just shortly before he was arrested and charged with the murder. He had no clue. As the case unraveled, the FBI scoured the killer's computer and found deleted surveillance footage of the hours leading up to Lauren Giddings' murder. It makes for chilling viewing, and between the hours of 9 p.m. and 12:30 p.m, several videos had been recorded. The killer had lashed a video camera to a 6-foot-long wooden stick and used it to peer into Lauren's second-floor apartment as she slept. While at the university, the killer had developed a severe obsession for Lauren and tragically took her life just as it was about to begin. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. That's all we've got time for today, folks. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a comment in the box down below. My name's Jack Finch. You've been watching Top 5 Scary Videos, and until next time, take it easy.